we saying, people? What we saying? Let me know who's in here. Let me get the chat on screen. Oh, that's sick. Old Nelk versus New Nelk. That's sick, bruv. Better wanna watch that later. That is sick. Yeah, morning everyone. Morning Ralph. Let's get this on screen. Yeah, morning Blue Sky. Morning Liam. Morning Ryan, Tommy, Ben, Andre. Morning all. Good morning, calls. What you saying, Mush? What you saying, mate? It's so big. What an idiot, man. So deserved. Can I play this? Okay, no, I'm not playing that. Right, this is suggested search, so. Oh, fuck me. It's just a joke of a song, really, isn't it? It's just an absolute joke of a song. Alright, let me find some decent tunes, man. Alright, we'll leave that. Let me know if it's too loud, by the way, chat. I better get this one sent in quick time. Yeah, who else we got in there? Yeah, 2 secs. I'll send a link out. Send an announcement out. Let me know if this music's too loud, by the way. I think it's sweet, but just let me know. To be fair, it is a bit loud. Come with me. Yeah. Come with me. Alright, what we saying? Who else we got in there? Morning VGOC, G Shorts. Morning Jim, how you doing, Mr. Beast? Oh, that was funny yesterday. That was making me laugh in the morning, bruv. Oh. What you saying, Oslapo? What you saying, Adrian? What you saying, MH? Your dad, United? What you saying? Talking about Premier League football on Bloomberg. Come on, I swear. They should be talking about Europa League, to be fair. Europa League. Whoever just put. Morning, Owen. Alright. Oh, fucking Spurs. Better hope you lose that, to be fair. Better hope you lose. Hope all Stu's kids are crying later. Dad, why? Why can't Tottenham just win something? Why is it always us to lose? Hope Stu's consoling him, but he can barely console him because he's so angry himself. Who else we got? Who else we got in there? To be fair, that's about it. What you saying, Michael? How you doing, bro? Wait, Tottenham. Trust me, I'll slap you. Trust me, I'll slap her. Boys, who would want to be a mod on here? Not that we really need a mod, but if I was giving out mods. My cousin's bailed me 24 times in the last 24. Oh, he's in Bilbao. Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. He's probably just trying to flex on your ass. Let me grab some sliders, bro. Shit, rookie move, bro. Boys, alright, cool. Let's get into the markets. Everyone let me know what we're looking at. Everyone let me know in the chat what you're looking at. I've got some fizzy jellyfish for breakfast. I've just found them. Oh. Oh. That was fucking disgusting. They do slap, but I've barely got that like brushing teeth taste. Nah, don't take the piss, man. Do not take the piss. 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 Oh, bruv, come on, man. Don't actually be a cunt. Oh, mate, it's gonna as well, bruv. I hate these mornings. I fucking hate these mornings. Hate these mornings. I don't know about you, but I despise mornings like this, brother. I fucking hate mornings like this. Oh, mate. Hate this shit. And it's gonna run now. Fuck you, Price. You better run back up. You better run back up. I better not write it, bro. It better not, because that wasn't even a small move. Thing is, the range today is actually big. Oh, I ain't even sent an announcement in. 2 seconds. Let me send an announcement in, boys. Let me send an announcement in. Right, yes, boys. Everyone in the chat, let me know what we're looking for. Let me quickly read this chat before it gets old. I'll be mod. Alright, sweet. Yeah, if you want to be mod, boys, just text me on. Well, if you're in the loyals in it, text me on WhatsApp. If not, just text me on Discord. No, they are 30. Haven't had them in years. No, they're banging, but I just got that taste. ACG coupon not working, bro. Wait, what do you mean? What code Riches? Should be. Code Riches.
McDonald's, number 2, KFC, number 3.
Oh my days, look at this fucking
Number
guy.
1, McDonald's, number 2, KFC, number 3, Peace Hut, number 4, Morley's, number 5, Domino's, number 1.
that sound as well, like what? Domino's. Price running without tapping in, yeah, trust me. Philip, just you think, feel the pain. This trade going signals. Yeah, bro. Happened to me on GU, please come through. Check EG, you lose 4 hour Asian high took. Alright, cool. EG took that high, meaning that 1 hour has been mitigated. Can't see it coming back down below that 1 hour. EG short. All caps for the code. Yeah, all caps for the code. DTO stands for Daily Troping, bro. Boys, we've got nearly 100 man in here without sending even in a link yet into the Discord. So let's fucking go, man. Let's go, bro. W's in the chat, man. You boys always turning up. The streams are growing. It's because YouTube, bro. We can't get taken down, so we can just trade freely, man. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, let me jump on tickers. Saying that. I need to post a little vid on tickers just to, you know what I mean, get it moving a bit. Yeah, everyone, let me know what pairs we're mainly looking at. I think everyone's pretty much looking at Oi, cold. Alright, let's go. Let me jump on live like that. Boom, boom, boom. Kush D, Corey Link. Alright, yeah, everyone let me know what we're looking for. I know we're mainly looking at EU. TikTok has been able to access your entire photo library for 6 months. Do you want to continue to allow this full access? Fuck it, bro. What's the Chinese government going to do with all my trading charts anyway? They might learn how to trade Asia liquidity, grab and boost their economy through that, but I'll let them do it, man, because really, I shouldn't be, what do you call it? Gatekeeping it. Alright, let me just send this announcement in, boys, and I'll get to the chat and get to the charts. Love on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube. TikTok. Alright, sweet. TikTok, boom. YouTube, where is the YouTube link? Come on. But yeah, chat, let me know what we're looking for. Obviously, you man can see on the screen this EG, or sorry, this EU. Everyone drop a like on the stream as well, boys. Let's get 30 likes in here. Let's get 30 likes on this live. I've just sent the announcement in. Alright, let's go. Boom. Announcement's been sent in. 80 odd man before the announcement. That's cold. I'm not going to lie, boys. That is cold. We're growing. We're growing. Alright, let's put this back in here. Sweet. Alright, now. Move that a little bit. What's that you can sit on? There we go. Alright, cool. Cool. Yeah, not working says. Wait, Ralph, send me a screenshot, bro. Wait, it should do. It should be all in caps, Riches, code Riches. Code Riches. GJ buys. EU not run. Yeah, someone else tried to use my code. See if it works. GJ, EU, been holding EJ longs, missed but still close. GU entry missed by Pip, EJ. Bear people talking about EJ. Got some bear active action motion trust. Wow. Money talks. Come on, come on. All your true or dude pictures. Yeah, trust. When you enter a trade, how long do you hold it? Normally a couple of hours, bro, at the max. What's my DTO? Why is my DTO a lot lower on my chart? I'm using the Richesse effect indicator too. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. Because I'm using the Richesse effect indicator. You sure you're not looking at EG or something? Yeah, EG's taking that high, so looks like we're going to be coming deeper into this order block here. To be fair, you're really looking at buys at this point. It seems like this is not actually going to be moved on. Seems like this is going to be rejected, and the actual leg is going to be from here to here. So probably going to be somewhere up here that we tap into. We'll use this as all as inducement, and then yeah, we get that sell. So that's what I'm going to be looking for EG, but EG is not going to really give much of an entry right now, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, this is the last imbalance anyway, if you want to consider that. So that's the last imbalance. What are we saying if you're on TikTok? What are we saying, boys? What are we saying? Yeah, man, GU as well. GU's moving nice. GU's moving nice. We've just taken, obviously, all of them highs out. We've been just touching these highs. Even on the monthly high, EU and DXY went straight past it. Well, not straight, but a decent amount past it. If you look, went a fair bit past these highs. Whereas GU, you can see, literally just about managed to break it. And DXY as well came well past it. So, you know, we know GU's not exactly the strongest. It mainly just correlates less with the DXY, I'll be honest. GU correlates way less with the DXY than EU. It's just a fact of a recent market. Obviously, you've got the 4-hour CRT starting, so we should really trade into that low. We know that's the Asia high anyways, but we're still going to mark it out. Everyone double tap the screen. Man, if you're on TikTok, let's get 10k likes in. Well, let's get 1 like, to be fair. That'll probably be a start. Alright, yeah, so cool. Obviously, taking the Asia high. Yeah, so GU we are looking at sells. Obviously, this is the main low you're looking for, but the Asia low really. GU's just a little bit difficult for the entry. It's a little bit difficult for the entry because we're not really tapping into anything, all right? So we got this, obviously, big imbalance. This is what we'd want to be retracing in. We'd want this retracement to be a full retracement and then sell. Now we're pretty low down, so you'd need something big, like on the 15-minute. EU's a lot nicer. I mean, EU actually looks like it's got the potential to tap in. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that actually, but EU's a lot nicer. I don't know why people's jumping in GU over EU. I mean, I can see with a higher time frame being liquidated, that makes sense. But in terms of the lower, there's not really a lot of chances to be getting in versus on here. So yeah, we will see, boys. We will see. Listen, if you're on TikTok, make sure you drop a like and you double tap the screen, man. Let me see the comments. Code working for me on ACG. Yeah, I think the code is, bro. Send a message to Stu or something, because it's not code not working for me either, mate. Wait, what? Let me try this. Yeah, I mean, Is people actually in trades? Let me know who's actually in. I think most people's waiting. What are we saying on the TikTok? What are we saying? Who's here in the chat? Let me know if you're here, boys. Let me know who's here in the chat. This is a new account. Yeah, bro, we've had this account for a while. This is a new account, though. It's a new account. I have no excuse. I just want you. Alright, let me try and buy it. Let me go on ACG then and try and get an account and see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not working for me. Who's it working for? Who's it working for? Maybe none of them are working right now. Yeah, our discount code, but I don't think no one's is. But then some people in the chat are telling me it is. Code definitely not working for me. Yeah, you know, it ain't working. It's working for Ryan though. Yeah, most people's looking at EG or GU. Code not working for me either. GU shorts, EU shorts. I'm in GU. A lot of people's actually in GU shorts. I'm in GU from 50-minute IFEG. Jim Cox, we've got the exact same entry, bro. I got an EU 5-minute IFEG. Nice. So this one. So you got in at 2.9. Right. On EU 3329. Yeah, we must be on different brokers, bro, because for me that didn't even tap. Unless you live entered it, I don't know. Oh no, tapped in. Yeah, I don't know, because 50%, well, on this broker anyway, is GU to the moon. What makes you think that, bro? Yeah, it's 50% is 2.4 for me, and your entry was 2.9. So for me, it didn't say you get tapped. You didn't say you got tapped in, but I'm assuming you got in at the absolute to the tick at the top, which is lovely. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. If you did get in that, what's your bias on EU and GU? EU and GU, I'll be real, boys. I'll be honest. Yeah, today is the one day that I've had in a long time where the bias isn't clean. You lot will know yesterday, and you man just know. I get my biases right 9 times out of 10. Over this year, not gonna lie, genuinely 9 times out of 10. That ain't even exaggeration. Like this is true facts. But anyway, so I mean, yesterday, what we wanted to happen exactly happened. We wanted to see, obviously, after we reacted nicely off of that weekly imbalance, we wanted us to obviously fill the 4-hour and move up, which we did. So then that brings us to yesterday, which is here. We wanted us to come in again, fill that fair value gap and move up, which is exactly what we did. So we got yesterday's bias perfect. Same on GU, we wanted it to fill the imbalance and then move up, which is exactly what we did to that external high. So yep, GU called perfectly, and DXY the exact same thing. We wanted this imbalance to be somewhat filled and then move down, which is exactly what we've seen. So we're pretty much looking for both. I mean, what I mean by that is, so the current trend, right, is obviously bearish. So if we're mitigating 4-hour bearish and 4-hour bearish, then we want to keep doing that, because like more likely than not, the market stays the same more than it changes, right? So we draw on our imbalance. So that's significant. That imbalance is significant. Look at GU and EU's equivalent. We have got, I'd probably say for GU and EU, I would be looking at these order blocks instead. That one there, and then, yeah, definitely that one there. Right, that's what I'd say I'd be looking at for GU. So Thing is though, this leg could definitely come down. There's opposing views for both. I mean, the main thing, boys, I'll be honest, the crux of what is making this market difficult, and I'll be honest, the only thing that's making this market difficult is this weekly chart here, the dilemma we have on the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, we want to know the direction. We want to have a confident idea of where we're going. Now, initially, we had this CRT with this high and low, so we wanted it to come down and trade into the candle low, or at least 50%, but ideally into the candle low. Now, we've started to do that, but after we got to the point where the imbalance was, we started moving up really nicely and really authentically, it looked like. So, I'll show you again, this is the daily imbalance. So this is our CRT again, which we want to trade down. But you can see we've actually filled this imbalance and then started to move up. So that tells us price was only aiming for this imbalance and not actually this low. So we should just continue, right? But now, we're obviously assuming that. We don't know that, we're assuming that. But now, if you look at where we're actually at the high of this range, right? So we're actually at, if you was to draw on a perfect cell, like it would be there. Do you know what I mean? We're at that perfect point. Once you get the information pack, can you decide if you want to buy? What do you mean, bro? By the way, boys, if you're getting DMs from random accounts on here, it's not me. If someone's DMing you like, oh, buy this, buy that, it's not me, by the way. Just follow me on Insta, boys. All my links and my communities in my Insta. I'm live on YouTube as well, boys, right now. If you want to see face cam and my full screen, we got about 750 people in here. But yeah, so this is why GU's hard difficult, because are we basically going to continue up off that by filling it and then just moving up, as we said, so up and then down and then up, or are we actually going to be moving down like this off of the high? A lot of people's in sales. Tell a lie, tap me in at 327. Entry was a little below. Fair play, bro. How do you trade New York session? I mainly trade London session, I'll be real, bro. By the way, if I missed any comments, boys, just bang them in again. UJ, what about the 4 hour? This is the daily, bro, so not too dissimilar from the 4 hour. But yeah, that's basically what we're seeing, boys, and this is where the indecision comes from. Essentially, is this range going to get respected or disrespected? And yes, it's not black or white for sure. It's looking nice, as I said. My instinct, not my instinct, in my opinion, think we're going to go higher because, and I'll tell you why. I can do all the analysis in the world, right? I can think I'm clever, I can think I'm fucking Einstein, but at the end of the day, if I zoom out and I see this, then I'm not gonna overcomplicate things. The market has been going up, right? So I should assume that the market's gonna still go up. If it is a pure toss up, I would assume it's up because the market's up, right? Keep it simple with shit like that. So I'd assume that we're bullish. The other reason being is I don't think that the draw of this CRT low was as strong as this imbalance. So I think we are happy with filling that imbalance and then moving up. Can you show the price too? Nah, bro, I can't, unfortunately, for TikTok. That's why I'm on YouTube as well, bro, so you can see all stuff like that. But on TikTok, it gets me taken down, bro. CRT meaning CRT's candle range theory, bro. But anyway, so yeah, we got this now, and the reason why I kind of think we're gonna go bullish, but I don't mind getting into sells, is because if we now go into the 4 hour time frame, so these are our highs and lows. I think regardless of if we're gonna come all the way down to our CRT low, or if, like we said, we're going to continue all the way up, I think we are still going to have to just continue this order flow, right? We're still going to have to test this. So whether it be this, and then, or that, and then that, this retracement still occurs in both scenarios, which is why I think a sell to here, probably the most probable. I mean, it's not exactly trading with a trend, but it is the most probable. So that's my analysis on GU, and that's why today is a little bit harder than days prior. And maybe mark on your chart, boys, where this actual range is, just so you don't forget. Let's look for an equivalent range on. That's what I'm saying as well. GU's actually taking it. Let's look for the equivalent range on EG to try and DXY. So that high is from the 6th of May down to the 12th of May. So let's have a look. The 6th of May to the 12th of May. Where is it? 6th of May. There we go. Yeah, so we are correlating with the DXY to the 12th of May. There we go. So we are correlating, right? DXY's got the same thing. Are we going to continue just like this, bearish, or are we going to continue higher? Let me mark out the higher time frame. Again, you can see weekly is looking the same. Let me actually get rid of this now. Weekly's looking the same, boys. So we've got the weekly CRT, which we're obviously looking ideally to get completed. If you don't know what CRT is, boys, spam CRT in the chat, and if I see people spamming it, then I'll go over it. But yeah, CRT high and the imbalance as well. So the exact same, really. Is it going to be the imbalance or the CRT high that we're targeting? Right now, we came into the imbalance, and it looks like we're going to move down to this external low. So again, I think we're at least going to, whether we're going to go up and then down or up to just that CRT high. Whichever way we do, I do think we're going to go up and fill that imbalance first. So that's why, again, sells on here, but I mean buys on here, but sells on other pairs is looking at the most likely. Again, if we look at the low, manipulated, and the high, we've got. So this is CRT, boys. If you lot don't know what CRT is, can you give me a message after live, people? I need to get it sorted today. Oh yeah, your tickets. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries, deal. Yeah, no worries. CRT, right? People's asking what CRT is. Tap in, man. Alright, so CRT, hang on, let me read the YouTube chat in a minute, boys. But yeah, CRT is basically when we have a big candle like this, what we're looking for is for it to essentially be manipulated from the low all the way up to the high, or vice versa. So I'll use an example on a prior candle, if you see one just here. So this is an example of CRT where we've got a big candle here, and then if you look at what the prior candles next to it did. So we've got this big candle here. Now look what this second candle did, is it took the high out of the big candle and then closed back within the candle range, right? So this is the candle range. Okay, fair play. So this is the candle range right from the high to the low, and you want a candle to take out the high and then close back within the range, which shows we're not actually trying to break out higher, but we're actually trying to grab the liquidity and then move to the opposite side, which obviously is what happened in that scenario, and pretty much what we're looking for here. If you look, so if you look, right, we've got this big candle, low's been taken out, and then it closed back within the candle range, right? So really, and this is just closed now as well on the DXY, well, not really just closed, but about 12 minutes ago. And then we want it to go higher, basically, up to the candle high. Then once it's at the candle high, then we'll decide where it needs to go from there. But yeah, that's what CRT is, and it's a very, very powerful concept. Can be used on any higher time frame, really. Any higher time frame. Everyone's asking what CRT is, but I've pretty much explained it now. Just got tapped in. If you don't know what CRT is, quit trading. What's your take on UJ? Right, let me have a look at UJ. What are we saying on UJ? Alright, cool. Let me quickly have a look at Euro USD first. See what it's doing. Alright, boom. We have been tapped. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What was my actual 3, 4? Alright. Alright, we are in. So let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. That sort of played in nicely. That actually played in very well. Give the higher time frame, and then boom, we've been tapped in at the right time. CRT is best to use on higher time frame. How low? I would never use it on lower than the hourly, but I would lower than the 4 hour, to be honest. 2 hour and 4 hour. My main bread and butter with it is monthly, weekly, daily, and 4 hour. So that should give you a nice idea as to what I'm really looking to get out of it. Yeah, that's a creamy tap. That's what we call a creamy tap. I don't know why my code on ACG ain't working though, boys. I'll try. You missed my entry. Who's in the signals, boys? Let me know if you're in the signals or not. Exact reason why I got it to sell. I can see price retracing down into 30-minute order block around Friday, 50%. Nice, nice. Does that make sense though to everyone on my higher time frame? Let me know if that makes sense. I wanted to get in sales a bit higher. A good way to see if you're getting into good sells or bad sells is draw on your Fibonacci and make sure you're getting in above the equilibrium. So very simple concepts in trading this is, boys. Let me get rid of... Let me just show you this quickly. Right, if I get rid of all of this, you can see here, this splitting it into premium and discount just means you got the highest probability of winning if you get it in the premium. So as an algorithm and as institutions, they're looking to sell at a premium price, right? And buy at a discount price. So if you're looking at a sell, you want to make sure it's in the premium quarter or the premium half, sorry. Right, and all you need to do by that, all you need to do for that is obviously draw on your Fibonacci and mark out 50%. That's all you need to do, boys. Super simple. This is like a 2-to-1, so just hopefully this tap. My entry is on for the FVG 50%, looking for the higher 5-minute FVG. Yeah, a lot of people's entries are different. Got tapped in by Pube, nice. I am in the signals, nice. Yeah, buddy, nice. Alright, chat, let me know who got tapped in. Let me know who's in this and let me know who's not. If you're here on TikTok, watching on TikTok, Jambox better than Fib. Nah, bro, I disagree. Thing is with Fibonacci, bro, we're not using it as a concept. We're just using it for maths. Like, I'm not trying to see, oh, are we going to retrace into this point or what? It's just maths, right? It is literally just maths. Imagine you're at a market trader, yeah? Imagine you're Tom Skinner. You know Tom Skinner? I'm starting to get a bit shaky. That geezer, yeah? Bosh, got me Sunday roast here with me little nippers, that geezer, yeah? You're trying to sell down the market, and let's say like Tom Skinner, you're selling pillows, right? You're selling pillows. If you're at a pillow market, right, and you want to sell some pillows, do you want to sell those pillows at a discount price or do you want to sell them at a premium price, right? Obviously, man like Tom Skinner wants to sell them at a premium price because he wants to get the best value. Now, let's say now Tom Skinner's run out of pillows and he can't actually, he doesn't have any more to sell, so he needs to buy more. Does Tom want to buy the pillows at a premium or a discount? He wants to buy them at a discount, right? So this is just maths, right? This is just simple. You can't really argue with this, right? You want to buy at a discount and sell a premium. And the mathematical way to know what a discount or a premium is by splitting it into 50%. So you've got your bottom half and your top half. That's the only way. You can look at it and say, oh, that's premium, that's discount. Like, for example, I could look at this market and say, oh, for me, this is a really premium price up here, but below here, this is not really for me. But that's just my own judgment. The only way to do it properly is to know like what is actually premium, what is actually discount, is just to mark it out by 50%. And once you got your 50%, then you can't argue with that, right? And it's just maths. Anyway, yeah, we'll see if we do come a little bit higher up. Okay, this guy's, what an explanation. Appreciate that, bro. This guy's been asking for UJ for a minute. So let me have a look at UJ. What are you in on UJ, bro? You in on longs, I'm assuming? You in on longs? Hello, sir. What you saying, Moonlight? Alright, so let's have a look. Again, yeah, UJ wasn't... Yeah, UJ's coming off of our higher time frame, which is nice. So if we look, boys, UJ on the weekly, what do we see? What do we notice? What concept have I already taught you that we're seeing? I'll tell you right now. We look at the candle. We've got a range high. And we've got a range low. This is giving us the candle range. After we have the candle range, we want to know, is it going to are we going to have CRT basically? And you can see here we took out the high and then closed back within, so back below the candle range, back within, right? If it closed like here and it was just poking out just above, then no, that's invalid. But you can see where we closed just below, then that is valid. So that means we're looking for the weekly candle to push us down into there. What else can we see? Well, we can see higher time frame wise we are in a downtrend for the most recent weeks, and we can see we're in a bearish high to low here. So we've got internal liquidity and external liquidity. The easiest way to analyze the market, boys, is internal and external. He's asking for GJ. Now I've got Geezer on TikTok that's been asking for UJ for the best part of half hour. So yeah, I'll get onto GJ in a minute, but it's going to be similar, boys. It's just on the yen basket, ain't it? So yeah, so we've got our internal and our external. If you don't know what internal and external is, boys, I'm going to tell you. Internal is, so what basically what price does, it doesn't move from anything other than internal and external. It doesn't move to anything other than internal and external. And once you realise that, boys, price really becomes super, super simple for you. Right, this is literally how price moves. Right, literally how it moves. You clone that. So what it does is that it moves. So price basically has a high and low. And this is our internal and external. So our external is the highs and low, right? So price, when I say price is going to external liquidity, it just means it's going to go to the high or to the low, right? That's our external. Internal liquidity is POIs within this, right? So order blocks and fair value gaps mainly. So let's say, for example, we have a fair value gap here, right? As we do there, right? You can see fair value gap. So now we've got our high and our low, which is our external liquidity, and our fair value gap, which is our internal liquidity, right? And all price ever does is go from external to internal, external to internal, external to internal. And I'll show you exactly how it does that just by a quick little example. So boom, we've got external high and our internal low. So what price is going to do is it moves down, fills our internal, and then takes external, right? So it goes from internal to then external. Now we've got this leg again. What do we have? So we've got our internal liquidity again. We've got a fair value gap. And then we've got our external again being our high and our low. Obviously, we want the high to ideally get taken because we're in an uptrend, right? So we'll assume that the external aim for is here. So then what does price do again? Remember, it's just recently gone from internal and then taken external. So what comes after external? Down to internal again. Then it fills internal and then it comes up again and goes to external, and then it'll fill an internal and then external. This is basically how the market moves, right? This is long and short how the market fucking moves. So if you didn't know that, now you know something. Get in the Discord. My Instagram's there, link in bio for the Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're using here. So we've got the internal liquidity has just been tapped on the weekly. So we should be moving to the external low, which gives us a nice about 400-500 pips of bias. So that's how you really trade long term, boys, because now I know that I can sell UJ, or I think I can sell UJ, and I think I'm right, for another 400 pips, and that's my bias for all that movement there. Right, so that's the first thing, and then obviously aiding that narrative and aiding that bias. Aiding that bias is obviously the CRT, as I went over with that weekly high, low, whatever. Cool. Cool. So now let's go on the 4 hour, and we're just looking for mitigation now. We were looking for what price is mitigating. We want to see it following along. So, right, yeah, we're just looking at the legs in price, right? So you can see, if I get rid of the indicator, you can see this leg in price mitigated the order block, moved down, and then we mitigated this gap here, obviously tapping in there, and then moved down, and then we mitigated this order block and move down, and that is the last thing to be mitigated. So now we know that, cool, we've got our weekly range, and now we've got our hourly range. So our hourly range, again, we can split it into the premium and the discount. So if you're looking to sell, then you really don't want to be doing it in the discount, but I mean, that's more for beginners to give you stabilizers. I'm just going to analyze it how I see it. So in the 4 hour time frame, yeah, we've obviously got an imbalance here. Got an imbalance here. So again, the high is from there and the low is there, right? So this is our range. We've got an imbalance there on the 4 hour, right? An imbalance there. And yeah, and we've also got the CRT starting to form, if you see here. So this should really complete us to that candle's high. So you can see candle taking the low. Looks like we're going to be pushing up to the candle's high. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're seeing, boys. So right now, what would you want to be doing? Well, you would want to be buying to complete this weekly. Sorry, ignore that. You want to be buying to complete that. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite hard to see. Mate, this gold killer guy needs to go away. He's my third viewer as well. Like he's been in this live for like near enough an hour and a half. Oh no, near enough an hour. Anyway, yeah, so you'd want to be buying up until that a 4-hour CRT high. And once it gets there, then you'd be looking to sell. So you're either buying up to that CRT or you're selling from that FVG. Alright, that should be pretty clear. And then all it is going down on the lower and then obviously looking at your entry. For me, we trade Asia liquidity. So, yeah, we would have been waiting for the Asia low to be swept, which it was. And then we would have found some entry here. If you're not in already, then your best bet is probably going to be, for longs, is going to be this order block here. Getting on that order block there, something like this. Boom. Something like that, boys. Something like that, 3 to 1. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. A lot of people are asking me for JPY pairs now. Now I've got to do the same thing for EJ and GJ. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Be real. EU looks, UJ looks really nice. Oh, let me quickly read the chat. Let me go back on EU. And then I'll read the chat, see what everyone's saying. We need to start breaking some significant lows, boys. We need to actually start making some leg room. So, yeah, we need to start breaking these lows, boys. So let's... Wait, if you're here on TikTok, boys, let's get to 4K likes in the chat. Everyone double tap the screen. If I've missed your comment, just put it in again. EJ was nice as fuck. TP hit 1 to 3. Lovely. I'm going to have a look at the other JPY pairs in a sec because people on YouTube's asking as well. Everyone, by the way, make sure you follow me on Insta. My community's there in my bio, boys. Recommend a broker. Send me a DM for that, brother. Send me a DM for that. Long EU for me. Maybe a bit lower. I can see why people would want a long maybe once we've filled these. Once we've filled this. But this is just a gaping hole right now for me. So I do think we're going to come down at least down to here and then potentially move up if that is what you're looking for. Cool. Let me quickly read my chat on YouTube, boys. You trade indices. Now, I stick to Forex. You've got to stick to the ones that you know, right? Stick to the ones that you're confident on. That's why me and my members, we trade 3 hours in a day, 3 pairs, and that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, some people trade different pairs, but EU, GU, EG, so I've got 3 pairs, 3 currencies, 3 hours of the day, and I look for 3 things in order to get into the trade. So, very, very good, boys. And my trade is aligned with nature, because you got to understand, boys, like, the number 3 is like the most natural number in the world. If you're based enough, then you understand that. Intraday 38 draw liquidity. Where is it? I don't know. We don't really trade that way anyway. So give me a sec to read the YouTube comments. Yeah, everyone's saying GJ in EU. I was looking for my first entry. I was looking for the first change of character, but didn't come into my entry. EJ, where it's at in terms of longs, in my opinion. All right, I'll get into GJ and EJ. I'm on GJ Drift King. 4 hours hasn't been confirmed, but the 4 hours isn't closed unless your data feed is different to mine. Yeah, I'll be honest. Internal, external changed my perspective. I made trading that little bit simpler for me. Yeah, I'm glad, bro. Internal and external is unreal. Golden Fraser or Freezer. Just moving down to the Asia low, I'll be honest, it's the exact same really as what we're seeing on EU. So, I mean, the main thing we're seeing on EU is that weekly. So we've obviously taken that weekly, our internal and external again that we're talking about. We've filled our internal being that weekly FVG. So now we're moving to the external high, which has now been done. So now we've done that and we've hit that external high. We want to know, is that going to continue or is that going to just be a liquidity point for us to reverse? Now, we don't necessarily know either way. So the best way to do it, so there's our imbalanced field, there's our imbalanced field. So obviously we're moving up. So the best way to do it, you just let the market test it for you. So we've got a low, we've got a low and a high here. A low and a high. And technically, obviously this is a bullish range, right? Bullish range. So we are only really looking to be buying from there and obviously to there, so like that, right? With that being said, we are sort of nowhere near that order block right now. We're how many pips off? Probably at least like, yeah. So we're a good 40 pips off. 40, 30 pips off. So that means there's enough space to be selling down. So which is why, obviously, once we saw that 4 hour start to form, we want to sell to the completion of that 4 hour candle. And then that's still got enough. If we're wrong, we're wrong. So basically what I mean by that is we're going to sell to the completion of that 4 hour candle, that prior 4 hour candle. So then we'll be out by then. And then if price wants to shoot all the way down, it can. And if price wants to tap into this and then go higher and break the high along with the trend, then it can. The point is we're pretty much out by then. That's because we trade the Asia session, boys. This is the thing. If you trade the New York session and not the Asia session, sorry, not the London session, and you're based in the UK, you need to give your head a wobble. You need to ask yourself, why did I actually start trading the New York session? What was the reason? Was it based on any logic? Does it actually make sense why I trade the New York session? Alright, let's see if we can start breaking these lows, boys. Let's see if we can start breaking these lows. Because I took a short on GU and expected the same for EU, but it's consolidating. Yeah, but we have moved quick, bro. I'm in EU shorts from this signal. Nice T, nice, bro. I'm in these also. Classical sell day and higher time frames align. Lovely. Aren't GU and EU supposed to move almost similar? Nah, well, yeah, you are right. But, bro, you got to realise, the only reason EU and GU move similarly is because of this. Trading's a lot like algebra, boys. I'm not going to lie. You know, when you look at two different equations, I'm not going to explain this shit, but if they've got the same thing, then it's like algebra. You know how you can just cross one out and then see what the difference is, right? So if you're looking at it, and you're like, okay, so we've got EU, which is moving really quickly higher, and then GU, which is sort of moving sideways, right? Let me move this across. So we've got EU that's moving really bullishly, and GU that's moving not. Look at it in terms of fucking algebra, boys, or just use your common sense, right? Looking at these two, what is the difference? Why is the reason why they're not moving simultaneously? What is the reason? Well, it can't be the U because there's a U on either side. So it can't be that because they cancel each other out. So let's cancel them out as algebra does. It cancels each other out. Bomb, bomb. And now we're left with the E and the G. So now we see, oh, all right, because the Euro's really strong and the pound's kind of average, right? So just delete the one that's doubled, which is obviously for EU and GU, it's going to be the U. Same way, if you see like GJ and UJ and you're thinking, aren't they meant to move the same? How comes UJ's moving up quite heavily and GJ's kind of moving down a bit? Or you cross out the J's because they're the same, and then you realise, oh cool, it's because the pound is kind of bearish and the dollar is kind of bullish. So you just cross out the other side. Pretty simple. Bonjour, Lou. What are you saying, Julie? You saying? Short EU, yeah, that's what we're looking at. What do you use a daily troping for, bro? For a premium and discount, bro. It's for our algorithmic reference point, really. So what we mean by that is, remember how we talked earlier about the premium and discount? What we use this daily troping for is essentially the reference point for algorithms. So we know that the market's controlled by algorithms, but let me ask you a question. How does an algorithm know what an expensive price or a cheap price is? How would you know? I'll give you an example again. Cool. Let's say you walked into home, like whatever, you're doing a job, right, and you need to buy some paint to paint the wall. If you walk in, and let's say you've never, ever, ever heard of this paint before, never, ever heard of it. You're like a robot, like an algorithm is. It doesn't have feeling, right? It just knows what you've programmed it. So let's say you walk in, and the geezer goes, this paint is going to cost you 100 quid for a tin. You don't know if that is cheap or expensive because you've got nothing to compare it to. You don't know in yourself. You don't know what is cheap, what is expensive, because you don't know what this paint is. You've never heard of it before, right? So the only way to dictate what is cheap and what is expensive, right? So say the geezer's charging you £100 for a tin. You can say, all right, cool. What was the price when the day started? Which is all this is, all the daily troping is. What was the price when the day started? So now we know. So let's mark this out. When the day started, this was the price. So let's say, for example, I don't know, 120, and you see the price of it is now dropped below. So now you think, oh, £100, that's actually a good price, right? So you'll buy it. Exact same as the algorithm, right? It doesn't know what is cheap, what is expensive. It hasn't heard of things. It doesn't know things. It's a robot, right? So it needs a way of telling what is cheap, what is expensive. If you look at when the day started, which is 5 a.m, because that's when New York started, 5 a.m, and that's the price. Now the algorithm has a reference point, right? And now it can reference something and say, cool, right now we're at kind of a cheap price because the start of the day obviously was here, right? So this is the reference point for price at the start of the day, if that makes sense to you. It's obviously built into our own richesse indicator as well. No excuse. Bro talking absolute waffle. Alright, lad. Sorry, name is Rory. Rory Starling. I'm not gonna lie, bro, you've got a massive dictator as your second name. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. It's actually kind of funny. Your second name is Stalin, and you're not even Russian. Need I say more? Please, what's the name of your indicator? It's our own one, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, Rory. I don't know if you're just rage baiting, but yeah, just ask if you want me to explain myself. It's this one, Bryce. Our own one we made for our members. Session ranges and equilibriums by richesse effects. Do you trade personal accounts or prop firms? Go a bit skeptical of prop firms. Prop firms, bro. Yeah, if you want this indicator, boys, go to my Instagram, join my Discord. It's a free community, but reason being is because it's not available on the store. You can't just type it up and find it. It's a custom one that we made for our members exclusively. So I have to send it to you, and then you click add to favorites, and then it appears obviously in your favorite column. But if you just type it up without having it as a favorite, you won't be able to find it. It only comes up because I favorited it. Yeah. Hello from Kenya, bro. Big up Kenya. Same trade, bro. Lovely. How do we use it? Just get in the Discord and ask for it, boys. My Instagram's there. Richesse Effects. It's Sesame in here. Everyone double tap. Everyone double tap. Morning, Lou. Boy, what you saying, Mags? What you saying, Magnum? Did you take this on here, bro? Yeah, bro. Yeah. I thing is, I just don't want to go on my MetaTrader. My MetaTrader's on my phone, and I'm live on TikTok as well, so just don't want to go on there. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab a tissue. Let me get a tissue. 2 seconds. Apologies, boys. What's your strategy, bro? Asian liquidity grab is our main strategy. Saying Rich, long time no see. What you saying, Jacob? How you doing, brother? The pair says down there, bro. This is EU. Alright, cool. Let me read the YouTube chat. Everyone on YouTube, drop a like on this video, man. Let's try to break the record what we've had on likes. I don't think I've ever hit on a YouTube stream like, what, 60 likes? So let's try to hit 60 likes on this stream, boys. We do have the lucky ring within reach, boys, so if this trade needs a little helping hand, then we'll put that on and we'll firm the copyright strike and put some good tunes on. But for now, let's just wait for this one to play. Let's wait for this one to play. Alright, let me read the chat. 2 secs. Everyone's talking about EJ, GJ, I'm not going to lie. I should still portray GJ. Cool, yeah, let me actually just look at GJ, because everyone's talking about GJ. Knowing about internal and external liquidity is a game changer. Trust me, bro. Pound hit 3-year high this morning. Yeah, bro. The pound's actually doing really, really well. You actually can't really slate. Well, I mean, you can sort of slate man like Keir Starmer, but I don't get these people, boys, that slate Keir Starmer bears. Like, can't pit our call. Let me make you mod Sesame. Like, there's having a political bias, and then there's just letting it rule your life. Like, Starmer's been no more worse than the Tories. Do you know what I mean? No, you can, bro. You can pin, comment, poll, gift and vote, block account, mute account. Yeah, you bare can. You can, says me. I don't know if I got to follow you back or something. I don't know. I'm already mod, just can't pin. Yeah, I just checked, bro. You do have. Let me get rid of it and give it back to you again. If anyone else wants to be mod as well, boys, send me a message. Right, I've just removed it. Let me give it back now. Alright. You're not expecting AU to hit the equal highs on the 4 hour. Nah, bro. Well, I mean, potentially, yeah, but you got to think. And again, this is another thing. Past my phase 2, 50k phase 2, lovely. Yeah, chat. By the way, sorry, I know you man all commented about EJ and UJ. Just put, bro, in the chat. If you're in any JPY pairs, just put EJ buy, EJ buy, GJ sell, whatever it is, just so I can quickly scan like fucking Kevin De Bruyne and see what majority of people are looking at. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's bare comments of you lot just talking about it. I wanna go over it for you. How do I identify the daily trope? It's on our indicator, bro. But yeah, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I went with a signal entry, never got tapped in. Did you not get tapped? That's unlucky, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that is a little bit unlucky. That is a little bit unlucky because where was the entry? Oh right, yeah, because that was a different entry. Fair play. But this is why you got to be on the live, boys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if people got in or not. Yeah, that's the thing, boys. The thing is with our signals as well, boys. Is you man know even if a trade loses, for example, or even if it doesn't tap in or whatever, you know you're getting high quality advice. Like there's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? You know you're getting the best of the best. So even if one misses by like a pip or whatever it is, you know that you have way more chance of actually getting into the trade. And plus, if you're watching my lives, boys, it is very good. If you're in the signals and watching my live and in the mentorship, you're gonna cook this year. You're gonna cook. Appreciate the gifts, Julie. Just finishing my 50k, lovely. Price retraced back up to the 1 minute FVG at the top. I don't think that's a massive draw, I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't think that's a massive draw. It's a way away. You got to think, to come all the way back up to that 1 minute FVG, I don't even know really where it is. Right, all the way up here. It's 24 pips. So in the London session, what is the likelihood? We move up 25 pips and then move down another 60. All before 10 a.m, which is 20 minutes. Probably not a high chance, right? So you got to bear in mind like the actual logistics of price going to where it needs to go. Like measure how many pips it is away sometimes to see. You're just consolidating kind of peakly. Like most people, GJ buy, GJ buy, UJ buy. Alright, cool. My man's predicting the market. Come on. Come on. I want to stay number one. Japri le meme. Oh, it's another Julie. Sorry, do we only get women viewers if their name's Julie? Is there like a Julie Facebook group that Julie's promoting us to? What does that mean? Japri la meme. Just give me the Google Translate, please. Please, Google. I don't speak French. I do not speak French. Fuck me, bro. Google Translate needs to do an update. Like, if I type in anything in a foreign language, do not give me a Google page. Give me Google Translate. Oh. I don't know why that made me laugh. It was like it was talking to me. I took the same. I thought it was going to be like a joke about a meme or something. I took the same, lovely. This taken on demo or live, mate. Yeah, this is taken on a funded account, bro. I am affiliated with Alpha Capital Group, one of the best prop firms in the game. I'll leave this as Alpha Capital. Oh. So I do have this one placed on a 200k funded. If you want to use Alpha Capital Group, get an account with them, use my code RICHES. And you're going to get yourself a tasty little discount. And I'll also send me a message once you've used that code and I'll let you in the mentorship for a certain period of time so you can use Je parle de français un peu. What does that mean? Moi. Julie Cava. Mate, look at these two having a little conversation. I've just got no idea what they're saying. KTN, I love that. Wait, what did KTN say? Where's KTN? Oh, 10 a.m. candle power of 3 for re-entries. For re-entries, boys, I'll be real. For re-entries, you just want a live execution, and there's two things you want to do for re-entries. Live execution with a worse RR, or just replace the same entry, hope affiliate retaps. Like, the only other way you got a chance, because there's nothing really here, there's not like a defined leg for like a FEG or an order block or whatever. Maybe if you really wanted to, you could set a limit on the bottom of this candle here. Hope we tap into that, and then potentially look for something like this. Yeah, you could potentially look for that. That's the only thing I'd really be considering. Even that, potentially even move it up to here. 19 pips. So yeah, the stop loss here is too tight really, you want it up here. That'll be my re-entry, so let me draw the line on just so I can see if it does get tapped in. Kavar Mercy, right, I know what that means. I don't know what Kavar means, I know what Mercy means. What does Kavar mean? Kavar. I should know this, brother. I did French, boys, like, for time, but I got kicked out of it. And I bare weren't naughty in school like that, but my school year was just... Bro, the French teachers got mocked badly, like really, really badly. We made a few French teachers cry sometimes, bruv. But yeah, I don't know nothing about French, and I wasn't even naughty or nothing in school, but I did get held out from French. Cavar Mercy. Like, sometimes I actually think about it, I'm like, Cavar Mercy, I really sat in school, like, 2 hours each week for, like, what, 6 years of my life learning French for me to not know what Cavar means. Am I an idiot? Where is it? Fuck it, it's still on there. I'm okay, thank you. Fuck's sake, they're just having a general conversation. Yeah, can't lie, no trades for me this morning. How comes, bro? You not liking EU or GU? We made our Spanish teacher rage quit. Cavari's going well. Oh, fair play. Can you show the execution though? Yeah, bro, I'm on my phone, so obviously I would. If you're on YouTube, boys, if you're on YouTube, I can show you execution, but it's going to pause you, man. So my YouTube's the same as my Insta. If you go there, you'll be able to see my execution when I show them. Trey Bon. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Bon means. I used to know what Bon means. Bon is sweet. So, oh, Bon anniversaire is happy birthdays. But Bon is happy. So, est is very. Trey is very. Riches is very happy. Isn't it? Riches est tres bon. Riches is very happy, I think. How are you? Tava, you say. Not Kawa. You're trying to say I'm speaking like an Indian? Like your buddy G. As in, you will be in the trade but higher POI, hence why I'm thinking 1 minute FVG. Do you not think you could be inducement because it hasn't tapped the FVG? So timing's a massive thing. Timing is a massive thing. And that is one of the reasons why I don't think we're going to come up, because price would have come up by now. We've consolidated for a fair while, like almost an hour and a half at a key time during the London session. So I think now coming towards that 10 o'clock, 10's going to have the distribution. I don't think we're going to, like, we need a move basically. We can't have another half move and then a half move down and then nothing happen. There's not been a clean move of London yet, other than obviously this initial sort of move down. So I don't think we're just going to come up, tap it and then move down again. Because then London still hasn't had a move, it's just moved sideways. We want a clear, defined move from London session, which is to the downside. Alright, let me quickly sort my ACG code. Yo, bro. Yo, bro, I'm sending a voice note because I'm on live quickly. Couple people trying to buy accounts are saying my code's not working. I've just tried it and it's not either. Do you know if the codes are just down at the moment or something? I didn't even say thank you for what you just texted me for. Sorry, bro, I had to pause it for that. Right, and we're nice. We're moving nicely. Let's hope we can break this low. All right, cool. Means good. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Can't let no trades, bruv. K has a point. Acknowledge it. Feel you feel it. Shut it down. All right. Yeah. People is in GJ buys and UJ buys, so I am mindful of that. Wait. What did he say? Kushti. Alright, boys, I'm also got a 30 giveaway coming, man. Alright, boys, listen, let me say this. Today and the end of this week, it is 200k mania in our Discord. That is what I'm calling it. 200k mania. Reason being is I'm going to be giving out 200k accounts like it's nothing. Free PYCs on 200k account. Yes. 200k accounts, but when you buy it, I'll give you another 200k account. Yes. ACG 200k accounts for free. Yes. Boys, this week is 200k mania in the Discord, yeah? So make sure you're all in there and you're all being engaged, right? Again, my Instagram's there, link in bio, and you can get into my Discord. But today, this week and today, 200k mania, you're going to be getting bare 200k accounts, boys. Today, some people are going to be max funded on Optimal for the price of like a 50k account. I'm going to pass them for free. I'm going to double their accounts. I'm also giving away ACG 200ks. I've got a lot of stuff coming, boys, regarding 200k. Okay, my account was permanently banned. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Cheers. You fucking permanently banned me, you cunt. Fuck you. Boys, by the way, YouTube is a million times better than TikTok will ever be. Will ever be. This girl is the biggest slag I've ever known. She's actually got a boyfriend and, like, she genuinely posts, like... That's jarring, boys. We just got fucking banned. Bro, that's a mock. Oh, that is a mock. How have they mocked our main account like that, Cozzy? What the hell, Cozzy? They permanently abandoned us, Cozzy. What the... Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, at least we're running nicely. Cool. Yeah, what I'm going to do now is look at EUGU. Prof. Alright, fuck it. Cool. Alright, at least I can show you right now. This is really gonna... Alright, cool. Alright, it's not pissing me off too much, boys. Because we are in this one. Right, we're up. And yeah, I can't lie, I've got this FTMO account here as well. Alright, cool. Alright, boom. We're running nicely, boys. Yeah, I've got this account here as well that I'm on. That's a minor one. And we got this one here as well. Bro, any news on the ACG code? Cheers. Yeah, bro, send me a DM. Listen, if you're trying to use my code with ACG and it's not working, just send me a DM and I'll sort it, boys. I'll sort it. You heard me send a voice note to that geezer. Come on, Lou. I knew that entry had your name all over it. Come on. Come on. Could we get another entry here? Wait, let me quickly read the chat, boys. 2 secs. Coverage going well. Yeah, bruv, yeah, that timing, huh? Yeah, trust. Ban, continue the hype, bro. Yeah, man, I literally, bro, it killed the hype. But I think it will never kill the hype, boys. It will never kill the hype, I'll be real. The motion's unkillable. But yeah, I'll sort out the ACG. TikTok said no to the giveaways. In it, TikTok's like, nah, bro, these motherfuckers are paying full price. Full price, double price, triple price. Buy one, get half. Not buy one, get one free. Buy one, get a third of what you paid for. That's what we're running. That's what TikTok's mindset is. Don't stop looking, keep the hype going. Instant change in emotion. TikTok is from China. Ronald with a slightly more based comment. Macro time, look at the drop. What you saying, Riz? What's your RR on that? 2.5 to 1, bro. 2.5 to 1. Bring out that ring. You reckon? Oh, yeah, it's time. It's time is money ring. It's going to have to be put on. Alright, now we've got the good luck. We've taken that low and we're sort of retracing, boys. We've got 4 minutes left of the kill zone, but we've still got a while left. This should have a move around 10 because we haven't really moved a lot before that. Although, I mean, I suppose we have kind of. Do you have a discount code for Optimal Traders? Yeah, I do, bro. I do. If anyone wants discount for Optimal, send me a message. I can get you that. Come on, Lou. Would you BE now? If you want, bro. I don't really go BE on my trades, but if you want to, you can, yeah? You think the bearish weekly CRT is still active? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, 1% I risk. Yeah, 1%. Attention to Insta level 130. Yeah, that 1.3. That could be a decent level. We should still come down, man. I'm not overly worried about this, I'll be real. I'm not overly worried about this random move. I'm at 96k, bro. Yeah, you'll get out of it, Luke. You'll get out of it. Thing is, if you fail an account, boys, it was meant to be. Alright, cool. Everyone's saying GJ. Let's GJ. Cool. Alright, it's getting to the time where people want to enter on GJ, so let's have a look. Alright, we got our internal and external. Let's start on the weekly, actually. So yeah, we do have CRT. I mean, I'll be honest, boys. We are looking kind of bearish on here right now. So let's start on the weekly. Obviously, first of all, actually, let's start on the monthly because we can see a number of things playing out. So first of all, we had a CRT of this low, which was then completed by this candle just now. So it has now been completed. Now it has been completed, we're also seeing a CRT of the prior candle being this one. So we've obviously got the candle high, which we're going to do like that. And we have got the candle low as well at the bottom, which is a fair bit away. Cool. Now we're going to go on to the weekly. So there you go, that's the CRT that we're talking about. Then we're going to go to the weekly, and it's not technically CRT, but we can sort of see the candle formation that's going on, right? It is looking like of that ilk, basically, right? So we've got candle, accumulation candle within, took out the high, almost closed back within, but I mean it opened above, so that's kind of why it fucked up. And then starting to move down. We are now back within that prior candle range. And yeah, we've got a daily imbalance as well within that range. So if we're looking at the actual range from an internal external perspective, then we have got a high, a low, and a fair value gaps. We've got a low, a high, and an FVG. So really we should at least come down to here and then either buy up or move down. But regardless, I do think we're still going to come down to at least another 70 odd pips, right? So now let's go down to the 4 hour. You can see this is what it looks like that we're mitigating initially, but I don't know about this one. I can see the imbalance below being a bit more of a draw. Being a little bit more of a draw. Yeah, this is the awkward bit. And then on the 4 hour as well, we are seeing the CRT is being completed now. Well, not completed, but has been confirmed. So we've got the, obviously the low swept. A lot of people's in buyers, right? So I want to assume you're right. Again, right, to be fair, we shouldn't assume that we know more than the market. I want that daily time frame. I want this daily imbalance to be hit, not this order block. Even though I drew this order block yesterday and it's been hit, but I'd rather the other level. It is in the discount now again, so it is in a discount, so we can't be too brazen and think we know more than the market. I would happily look to see that 4 hour candle be completed. So yeah, let's actually look for the entries now. We'll get rid of this because we know really what it is. It's the Asia high, right? What we're aiming for. Alright, we've got 95. I'm lagging a bit. I know I am. What were all the deals you're doing this week? The TikTok cut out. Yeah, so we're basically it's 200k mania. That's what I'm calling it. 200k mania. I've got ACG accounts I'm giving away for you for free. I've got optimal accounts that if you buy 200k, I'm going to give you another 200k for free. I've got, when you buy 200k, I'll do it half price. I've got, if you buy 200k, I'll pass it for free and do half price and give you another 200k on top. I'm basically just going to be bow, 200k accounts everywhere, right? So if you ever wanted to get 200k funded, it is a sick chance now. We're leveling up these times now, boys. We're leveling up, all right? We're leveling up. EU at 5-minute order block, Rich S. Could you possibly re-enter? 10 a.m. 4 hour moving down. Bullish FEG. What would a deal? Alright, cool. 4 hours CRT. Alright, everyone's talking about EU now. 4G, let me quickly finish this one. Yeah, for this, there's nothing necessarily wrong with getting in along from here. Would have been nicer if the low was taken, but we know that the 4 hour low got taken, so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, we're looking for that just to be completed. Obviously, we've got a nice bit of inducement as well with that prior low at 9 o'clock. Obviously, that 9 o'clock there, giving us some inducement. So what we're looking for is price to come down, tap into that, and then buy up to there. So my entry for that, this is not as confirmed. I'm more just doing this because you boys are in it. I'll be honest. Like, I wouldn't really be happy buying off this order block with this price action. But yeah, it's not an awful move, but yeah, that is what I'd look for. Reason being is I'd rather it actually come down a bit more to here, and then get an actual solid setup for a buy. But this doesn't look terrible. But I mean, we still got a low here from yesterday. So if this high didn't manage to move past, then why is this one gonna? You know what I mean? If this one didn't, so yeah, unless we obviously mitigated something here, which we probably didn't because we already came near to that point anyway. Yeah, it's an awkward one, but we'll see how we do anyway. We'll see how we do. It's definitely not a terrible entry, but not an A-star setup. Okay, damn, we are moving up quick on EU. Maybe we'll get that retap. To be fair, I don't think the signals is actually tapped in yet, so we might get that retap. EG is just strong as boys, absolutely strong as. But yeah, if you are interested in them 200k accounts, I said boys, send me a message and just let me know. Let me know who's active in here and who am I gonna start DMing these deals to. Because what I'm gonna do, if you just DM me 200k. DM me 200k and I'm gonna literally just start firing out these deals to people at random. Whoever DMs me 200k throughout the rest of the week. Oh, I need to put my laptop on charge. Is it? No, I don't. Throughout the rest of the week, I'm going to just be firing out deals. 200Ks. But also, if you DM me, then I'll hit you in DMs as well with the deals. Rather than just in the actual Discord as well. So make sure you register your interest in the DMs, boys. I'm not too stressed about this because there's nothing much to the upside that we can really do until we take this downside. Like, if we actually look at it, we've got... Yeah, the actual leg is from here to here. So, yeah, this should be the start of the retracement and the move higher. I'll be honest, it just should be. If it's not, it's not, and we'll firm it. But there's multiple things telling us as well. We've got the daily true open. Maybe want to retap that again, to be fair. But, yeah, we've got this imbalance here as well. So the main thing, chat, is we're probably going to retap this daily true open again. Right. We're probably going to retap this daily true open again, or we might. So just come above that daily true open and then move down. We got this imbalance, boys. So, like, remember, don't be too shook. Don't be too shook, because what we're doing is good. We're not entering some crazy mad trade. Like, what we're doing is good, boys. You execute orders on trading view. Nah, bro. I need another tissue, bro. That's greasy. Bro, I don't know why my nose always runs in here, bro. Take me and abuse me. I got no tempers. I make a trend. No, I don't do it on trading view, bro. I do it all on MetaTrader, man. Where's your TP? It'll just be Asia low, bro. Nice and simple. Still got 90 man in here past 10 a.m. So we are killing it, boys. We are killing it. We're all staying dedicated to the charts. And we're giving it our due respect by turning up every day for the full session, which is nice. We want to see EG start to move a bit slower so that Euro can move down. Well, the pound's obviously had a pretty decent sell-off. Obviously made that Asia low. Whereas EU actually hasn't done that. So, yeah, you can see EG's moved down. Sorry, GU's moved down, but not really giving us an entry possibility. Whereas EG, fuck me, why do I keep saying EG? GU's moved down, but not giving us an entry possibility. EU's given us an entry possibility, but just not moved down. So you can see the price action's a lot better. It's moving up like this, so we can actually get tapped into re-entries and shit. But it's just not actually had that full move. So we want to make sure that it still intends to go even lower and it's not just happy with that. The DXY is going to be the key, so I'm going to look at the DXY after. In terms of re-entries right now, yeah, probably somewhere along this imbalance. I'm not going to lie, probably like now. For re-entries, yeah, this is the imbalance. Maybe half of it at the max if you really want to be cheeky. If you really want to be, I'd enter there really and have your SL higher. But if you really want to be cheeky, Then if you really want to be cheeky, I mean, like I said, it's better if you go off the actual start of it, but it depends what you want to do. That's like a 3-1. That's a 3.5. To be fair, it's pretty better to go on that. I know it's ran a bit, but probably will retap it anyway. Probably will retap it, or just live execution it, boys. It's up to you. I'm still pretty confident on this though. Let's have a look at the DXY. Hopefully DXY hasn't completed it. Nice, right? So DXY's still got a decent way to go. You can see everything we'd sort of want from it is kind of doing. So a bit of retracement, you can't be too worried at. You can't be too worried. So if you go down onto the 15-minute, you can see we've got this big imbalance here which needs to be filled. We've kind of filled it on the dot. Well, we haven't even come into 50% yet, so really we shouldn't be too worried about that. And yeah, in terms of, I'd probably go for the DTO. The DTO is probably going to be the best draw. It's in the middle of these lows in this order block. So yeah, I'd probably go for the DTO for actual entries if you're still trying to get into an entry. Boom, like that. Well, to be fair, more would probably rather go with that. So as long as you confirm a bit of drawdown, it should be good regardless. If it's that or whatever it is, I do think that is what we're going to do. Rich, I'm fading you a bit on a long for 10 pips. Man like John Charts is fading me, bro. Should I change my name to Rich Lou? Because people have been calling me Rich rather than Lou. So I might try and change my name to Rich Lou. I think that sounds kind of cold as well. Fuck. That looks pretty cold, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What do you reckon about that as a name, chat? As a new name from Els, because Els ain't the best name. Rich Lou, that's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. What are we saying on that? What are we saying on that, boys? Rich Lou, I'm liking that. What time frame is that order block on EU? It's a 2-minute imbalance, bro. Or do you mean this order block here? That is a 5-minute. Let me get rid of everything so you can see what's actually going on. So obviously, we had that change of character. So this is the Asia high. We've swept the Asia high. Had the change of character with that low breaking. And then we've got this order block here, which we tapped into. As you can see, just about tapped into it. And then, yeah, so hopefully we come back into this sort of level here. And have the sell-off again. We just need to, once we start breaking this low here, we're near enough at that fair value. So, yeah. You boys know the re-entry point anyway, so I'm going to get rid of it so we can actually see what's going on. Rich Lou and Rich Mace. I don't know what Mace Lewis. At least you tried. It looks kind of cold. That looks cold for like a clothing brand, like a French clothing brand, Lewis. That is actually cold. Lou Rich. Looks hard, innit? Euro Lou. That's a decent one, Euro Lou, but I can't disrespect the pound like that. Yeah, Euro Lou, that is quite cold. That is quite cold. Lou Rich, Rich Lou, Lou S. Rich Stu just sounds like you're sneezing. El Guapo. Hey, Reese Diego, El Guapo, El Slapo. Rich XXX sounds too big-headed. Instagram scammer. You think? Yeah, but it could mean rich in life, you know what I mean? Not rich in money necessarily. I mean, we are, but rich in life. Rich in trading knowledge. Rich in knowledge, boys. Rich in knowledge. Knowledge, strength, and integrity. I need the Lou. El Trapo. Lou USD. I feel like I do like the Euro Lou one and the Lou USD one, but I feel like it's a little bit played. I feel like I've seen it before. I feel like this one stands out a bit more. That's more memorable, isn't it? Like, if you heard that. Today I'm joined with Rich Lou. So, Lou, what brings you to Strictly Come Dancing? I just love dancing, man. I fucking love dancing. It's the fucking bollocks. No, I do like that name. How do you do your taxes? I don't, no, joking. I pay director's dividend at the end of the year, bro. So you basically just, well, you pay VAT per the quarter, and then take it out as a director's dividend, and it's like half the amount of tax that's in corporation taxes. But corporation tax you can take out at different times, but income tax fuck me. Jesus Christ, let me restart that. So yeah, basically director's dividend at the end of the year, because you get taxed half as much as you do than if you took it out for corporation tax. But it just means you have to do it in one swoop. Gives me Tony vibes. Rich Lou is cold. I think it's cold, innit? HMRC, we got him. Clip that. No, we do pay taxes around here. We pay a lot of fucking taxes, to be fair. Give me Tony vibes. Oh yeah, Tony USD. Oh yeah. This is what I'm saying. If Tony can think of it, then we can't have it, because Tony's not got drip like that. We've got. Oh mate, this is burnt. That is so burnt. I would have. Fucking disgusting. Let me throw that to the bottom of my bin so I'm not even tempted to go grab it again, bro. That was so burnt. What's this spread betting account? It's tax free. Yeah, that's if you're doing it for a personal account, because it counts as spread betting. But if you're doing it for a prop firm, then obviously it's demo profit, so you're just getting paid like money normally, innit? You're basically getting paid money for doing work, but the work you did was just trading. So it's right. You reckon you could hack a 1 mil live account? Yeah, I could. I'll be real, I definitely could. I wouldn't have always said that, but at this point I think I can easily hack a mil live. I know where to go to get that type of live capital, but I just don't want it right now. I want to focus on myself. I want to get myself like 2 mil funded, I'll be honest. I want to get myself 2 mil funded, and then I'll actually bother doing stuff like that. Right now, we're nearing the milli, so we just need to get up there, man. We need to push and push and push. Yeah, I'd back it. Drawdown would be light work. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Looks like if we do hit TP, it'll be in New York. Yeah, it does look that way. We don't have any news today either, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a slow day. Oh, no, don't worry. It's just fucking, this is bugging. Yeah, we don't actually have any news though, other than obviously that 7 AM London move. That didn't really do much anyway. It made a little bit of a move up, but then obviously got reversed with that move up, straight back down, grabbed it again. That was a nice grab as well because of the news. Obviously, Wick always has liquidity. It's just a shame that we couldn't get in on any entries on GU. I don't know if anyone managed to get on 50%. You would have got spreaded in very luckily, because we was... Okay, only half a pip off, so you might have got spreaded in. Luke, can you enter GJ Longs to send the price up, please? I have no excuse. I just want you to use me. Fuck it, let's go. Take me and abuse me. I got no taboos. EJ's pushing UJ. Yeah, it's kind of slow this morning, but the Asia session was big. You got to bear in mind, the Asia session this morning was big. I'll show you. For example, if you look at the prior one. Okay, this song's awful, I've just realised. And is it even copyright? Yeah. 40 pips, right? From the up to the low to the high. 40 pip range. This one today. 52, right? So basically 50, we're near enough 55. So it's a fair amount bigger. It's an extra like 15 pips bigger. Wait, what? I almost missed entry because the snus made me green out. That is so funny, bro. I'm screenshotting that. That is fucking jokes. I'm even going to take a picture of that on my phone. Uncalled for, ask comment. Looks like lol, that's minus 5% on a 1 mil would be crazy. Yeah, Johnny, 1 to 20 on it. Oof, that's like 200 bags. How can you take the same trade on multiple accounts at the same time? You need a copy trader, bro. I can't remember what R1's called, like blue. I can't remember. I'll find it for you. I'll show you. What's it called? Like it's called blue sang or like a bird. So what is it? It's not Trade-Do. Bro, what's it called, bruv? I use this shit all the time. It's none of these ones. Blue. I swear it's blue something. It's not Trade-Do, bro. It's not fucking Trade-Do. Go away, man. Social trader tools. This is it. I don't know why I thought it was blue. I just remember that the whole website was blue. This is it though. Social trader tools. This is all you use, and then basically you pay per account you have. So, for example, trade copier. Okay, they don't have prices, but yeah. So I think for like a tenner a month or something, you can copy 3 accounts, and then it's like 40 quid a month for 5, and then it just goes up like that. So I've got like 5 accounts on there. I'll send a link into the chat, actually. To be fair, I need to get affiliated with these, man. Let me write that down. I'm going to email them today, try and get affiliated so I can get a discount code so all you man can use them. I realise, man, every fucking person I use, I may as well get an affiliate code to, because, like, you lot are going to use it, you know what I mean? It's just what I use, so fucking, like, it makes sense. Fuck me. That was the other thing, FX Replay. Yeah, social trader tools. I need to get affiliated with them. FX Replay, I need to get associated with. Stinu, I need to get associated with. That's 3 companies right there already. ACG already showing love to the team, so that's calm. This is Luda Market Maker, trust me. shit. TikTok is a joke. Trust me, bro. TikTok is a joke, man. TikTok is a joke. But that's why I was using that third account. I've still got my main first and second account still there, so it should be good. Oh, dirty good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I've used it on FTMO. I think they mean copy the same trade on one account with FTMO. Got out a 2% profit. I had a bit tighter SL than you. Nice T1. Send your profits to the profit section. Hang on, I'm gonna send a message from my Discord real quick. Alright, we're up like 1.5k. Our payout's looking like. Yeah, I'm near basically 2% up on this account. If this TPs, then I'll be 4.5, and I'll probably request a payout. 4.5%, boys, by the way, on a 200k account. This is what you boys need to be building up to. 200k, 4.5%. Work it out, mate. 9k. And this is just this week, boys. This is just from work that I've done this week. Obviously, profit split, I think it's like 80%. So I'll only end up getting 9 divided by 5. What is 9 divided by 5? 1800 times 4. What the fuck is that? Why can't I do maths? What is 80% of 9 grand? I'm being an idiot. It's 7.2, innit? I don't know why I was trying to work it out in the most backwards way. Yeah, so that's just from this week as well, boys. Right, I can't actually. I think no, it's more than that, bro. Because I've requested that before, and I know it was more than that. I think it's 90%. I can't lie. So, and that's just this week, boys. Just from catching a few trades. You know what I mean? Hopefully, anyway. This week as well, boys. Not this month. This week. So, yeah, this is what you boys should all be working up to, man. This is possible. This is very, very possible for you, man. I have no excuse. I just want you to. Why can't I hear this? Bro, I've broken the app. Oh. When did I do that, bro? Apparently I've muted my laptop. Cool. Alright. Yeah, social trader tools. How to get DTO. DTO, you want to use our indicator, bro? Just send a message in the Discord asking for our indicator and we'll send it over to you. And then it will have, you can just click enable on the daily open and it's there. Are you not worried about rejecting off the 5 min on EU? Not overly. Because we haven't actually come into anything. Like, we know we've got a big. If we want to buy, like, if you was looking at buys, would you at all be buying before we fill like 50% of this? Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to buy this range, so you wanted to buy this range like that, you are not buying until at least this is filled. Like, you're not going to get into a buy of like the top half. Are we even in the discount yet? I don't think we're even in the discount. Okay, we are just about. We're just about in the discount. So we at least should be filling this. This is why I think we're going to break this low. We're going to come into at least 50%. And then this is the risky part. This is the pretty calm part. We should be sweet to roll down to here. Another 10 pips should be minor. Another 10 pips should be sweet. But it's just that 20 that brings us down to full TP if that's going to come through. But I don't think the first 10 pips will be the issue. The Fair Valley gap's there and gaping to be filled. Gaping. Bilal, I swear I've seen you ask this. Yeah, I thought that. I did think that. Do you use Streamlabs or OBS? Streamlabs, bro. Streamlabs. How many subscribers am on YouTube now? United said, oi, who's a United fan in here? Any Man United fans in here? I'm one of you today. Any United fans in here, boys? I'm one of you today. So add me to your fucking group chats. Yeah, United group chats. Who's United? Let me know in the comments. Alright, we got nearly 1.5k subscribers, boys. How many likes we got on this? Boom, 30 likes. Lolly. Lolly, appreciate all the support, boys. We're still running about 1.5 up on this account, not really moving. And on this other little FTMO account, this is a 100k FTMO account. We are, yeah, 5 bills. On EU. You can see 334 was my entry. Same as this one. 334. United, yeah. Trust me, El Slapo. I knew I could rely on you in here. I knew it. Oh. This music's terrible. I think it's time. We're going back to basics, boys. That's getting on. This is getting put back on. And we're ready. Actually, I need it the other way around so I can actually tell the time. Sweet. Boys, if I was ever out and I heard this song, this beat put on, I would instantly be taken back to being on live. Like I would just start being like, "Yo, guys, what we saying?" This song is so nailed into my head. Like sometimes I'll just be on YouTube and where you have premium, it sometimes if you lock your phone, you just forget and it's playing. Then I just start hearing do 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 do, and I'm looking like, where are the comment section? Where's the comment section? And I'm having a wank. I was barely going to stop myself from saying that, and I realised my TikTok's gone anyway. I realised I'm banned from TikTok, and I didn't even swear or anything. It was a beautiful re-entry, Lou. Oh yeah, shit, did you get into that? Who got into that re-entry? Shit, I should have sent that to live trades, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, I can't lie. Sorry about that one, boys. I bet I should have sent that to live trades, I forgot. This was my initial entry. That was lovely. That was lovely. If you did get into that, boys, it's lovely. Let's hope we can break this low now. Come on, man. Four I got in at. Well, it was a 5-minute candle. Yeah, there. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we are one only. Do you go to any races or festivals, bro? Yeah, races. I haven't been to the races in time. I want to go soon, boys. I bet I want to go soon. Me and my mates have got something soon that we're going to at the races. But yeah, man, I'll be real. I do quite rate horse racing. I actually do rate it. As for festivals, nah, man. I don't like. Sometimes I'll go, boys, but I'll be real. All my pals just not all my pals. That's not right, but all my pals that I would go to a rave with, they're all just like, you know what I mean. You know, you man know what I mean. And I'm just not really on that. I'm not on just getting absolutely. Do you know what I mean? I prefer if I'm doing something, even if I am doing like drinking or minor drugs. I want the thing to actually be good. I don't just want to be bolted in somewhere where I don't like the music. Do you know what I mean? or something like that. I want to be doing something actually good. Like that's all it is. Like I'd rather drink doing something good than get bolted doing something I can't bear. So as for raves and that, not really. Festivals, it's a bit different, innit? Festivals and raves, I don't know. But races, yeah, defo. Races, definitely. Races, definitely. What races have you been to, Riley? Oh, raves. Yeah, no, I don't go to raves. No, don't go to raves. Races, yeah. Bro should go horse racing or dog racing and slap the trade of the day on a random animal. Just signal it. We're signalling this dog. He's got quite good legs. He's won his last three. Inshallah, we break this low. Trust me. Are you in shorts? Yeah, bro. Them man there hitting liquidity sweeps on the back. Them man hitting TP on the half bag within 30 minutes. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. Them ones, man. That's why I don't really go, man. But yeah, like, I've got to like the music, innit? I'll be real. Or you could say SL, mate. They're hitting SL real quick. That high impact news, yeah, for real. That's that CPI drop. That's that CPI, bro. Is it good? Like, is it gonna blow me away, bro? This shit is CPI. Trust me. If they SL the bag, they're ODing, bro. Right, we got this 5-minute imbalance. So this is where, again, we're going to be just tracking order flow. Because order flow, here we had no order flow to track. Like this bit here, we had no order flow to track. It was just consolidation. Here we could track the fill of the order block. Here we can sort of track what's going on. We got an order block and we got an imbalance. So we can actually see what is being respected by price. And this is what you need to give you that bit of context. So order block tapped. Get rid of the 50. And our imbalance here has been tapped. I want to make it a bit bigger so we can see what's going on. 20. A bit thicker. And then we're going to make our blue one there. A bit brighter and all. So now we can see what is price going to respect. This order block or this fair value gap. And this is going to be quite important for where we go. Do you use market orders to enter trade? Market orders or execution to enter trades. 90% of the time it will be market orders. 90% of the time it's market orders. They're mocking it, bro. To be fair, boys, I might jump off soon. I've been on for 2 hours. It is about 40 minutes outside of the kill zone now. And we're kind of not moving. I feel like you boys know my opinion. You know what I've analysed. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, boys, I think I'm going to jump off. I'm going to be holding this one out. I'm not going to be closing it early. I'm not going to be moving my stop loss or anything like that. I'm just going to firm it. Win or lose, we will be on the boot. No, I'm joking. Win or lose, I'll just firm it. Still confident we've got to at least come down to fill this imbalance. Thing is with stop loss at break even as well, is it looks like we could potentially come up higher and then lower as a New York move. But yeah, we'll see anyway, boys. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in today, boys. Remember, if you're interested in getting whatever it may be with these 200k accounts, as I said, some of them are going to be free, some of them are going to be discounted, some of them are going to be passed, some of them are going to be this, some of them are going to be that. If you want a 200k account and you want to be in the mix for it, send me a DM saying 200k. Alright? Send me a DM saying 200k. And I'll make sure that you're in the mix. Alright? But boys, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Obviously, make sure before you click off the vid, you drop a like. How many likes are we on? Because I did say I've never hit 60 likes. So if we can hit 60 this stream, this will be cold, boys. Cold, boys. How many likes are we on? 32, right, cool. If Barry, you man could drop a like, then that will be massively appreciated. If not, and you think I'm a knobhead, then it's a shame that I couldn't have changed your mind, I suppose. Anyway, boys, yeah, I'm going to hold this one though, so I'll be active on the Discord chat, so just message me. Message if you're in the signals, message in the signals. If you're in the mentorship, message in the trading floor. If you're just in the Discord, then message in the free chat, and I'll reply to all of them, boys. Obviously, send me a DM if you need. Yeah, message me 200k if you want to be in the mix for these 200k giveaways and discounts. And yeah, if you want to join the signals or mentorship or get a PYC, just give me a shout, and yeah, I'll get back to all yous as quick as I can. DM me now, because as soon as I jump off live, that's when everyone decides to DM me, and then you're going to be all the way down the pile. But if you DM me now, then I'll see it ASAP, and it will come through from my notifications. Alright, cool. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, boys. What I'm going to do as well is look at this profits section, because if it does start moving nicer, once we come into that FEG, I'm going to at you and ask for people send profits if they did. Alright, did we close? Yeah, we didn't. We actually respected that. We respected that, which is nice. We respected that, which is nice. So hopefully, this next 5-minute candle pushes us down. Anyway, boys, I appreciate you tuning in, and I'm going to catch you in the next stream. Mace will be live for the New York session. As you know, my name is Louis. I'll show you my name on the Discord quickly. I've gone the free chats. This is me. That's me there. That's me picture. And my name, by the way, boys, I won't DM you first. People make fake names of me, and then they try to obviously scam people. So, see, look, perfect example. Look at this guy. Engage in suspicious spam. Yes, he's DMing everyone. Why is he still in the fucking Discord then? But look what he does to his oh, mate. Fuck this guy, bro. Ban, bro. Absolute plum. Pleb, whatever I was going to say, I can't remember. Anyway, boys, yeah, appreciate you tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. DM you on Discord. Sweet, boys. I'll get back to everyone ASAP. Thanks for the stream. No worries, boys. Peace, everyone. Have a good one. Sweet, boys. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Mace will be back live. Send me a DM if you need me, and I'll see you tomorrow, boys. Sweet.